Welcome to the first Kendallville Rotary meeting of June 2023. Because I didn't get a chance to do so last week, I'd like to thank Dave Hunter, Jenna Anderson, Tom Jansen, and Jerry Jansen for filling the holes that existed with our Rotary duties for the evening. And as a reminder for this month of June, RJ is the Sarge, Doug Jansen is in charge of the drawing, Dave Hunter is in charge of prayer. I'm not sure about who's going to be doing the songs, but I will be taking care of the Razz for this month. Last week, Jenna Anderson handed me a check from the Rotary International District 6540 for $100. I emailed Tim Gibson, who replied that it was a part of the District Celebration Award. Now we have to figure out how to spend it. Denise Landers gave an announcement that the Power of the Purse will be selecting the Woman of the Year in terms of Women of the Year in Business, Women of the Year in Service, and nominations for this will be June 2 to June 30 of this calendar year. And this is going to be the Power of the Purse meeting held at the Community Learning Center on Thursday, October 19th, 2023. Doug Jansen mentioned that he and his wife and his son Ben and one of Ben's friends will be heading to Mexico this August in order to do some dental care for the folks down in Mexico. He's going to check out the old place, or I guess it's in the same area where our Kendallville Rotary Club donated some water tanks, and so he's going to go check that out and report back to us. The deadline for the June 27 inaugural celebration will be June 21. Remember that we're meeting at Sylvan Cellars, and it should be a good time, so sign up by June 21. Scott Frick has offered to help us become a 501c3 statused organization, if that's what you put it. He will acquire a federal ID number, which will cost us about $97.14. And then Larry Doyle and RJ Roos will take care of the Form 1023. And so we got the ball rolling on that. Thank you, fellas. Rotarian Al Moore wanted to make certain that the club remembered the date of June 6, 1944, which was D-Day, and we gave thanks to that date by singing the following song. Both our guest, Tammy Stafford, and our beloved Rotarian, David Hunter, were the winners in the card drawing. Neither one drew the Ace of Hearts. R.J. Roos was the fine guru who taxed Dave Hunter for being a winner and for botching a prayer. Terry Gaff for adding a porta-john or two to the fishing line trail, Scott for being a professional, me for being an outgoing president, and Doug Jansen for allowing his son to work for Fred Cree. Casey Weimer was in charge of the program for this evening, and she introduced us to Tammy Stafford, who is a director at St. Martin's Healthcare located in Garrett, Indiana. The mission statement for this organization is Christian-based and is taken from Ezekiel 24, verse 16. I will seek the lost, and I will bring back the strayed, and I will bandage the injured, and I will strengthen the weak. We mentioned that there were a series of services offered by St. Martin's, including medical care, dental care, vision care, and mental health care. St. Martin's is intended for people who live in DeKalb, Noble, Steuben, or LaGrange County who are uninsured or underinsured. When I visited the website, I saw that it is estimated that 25 to 30% of DeKalb and Noble County residents will be uninsured or underinsured at some point during the calendar year. The way that funding is acquired by St. Martin's is through donations, grants, and foundations. The goal is to reach as many of these uninsured or underinsured people as possible, and the problem is that many of these folks do not have a way to get to Garrett, so Garrett is going to go to them. So, how is St. Martin's supposed to meet the needs of people who lack transportation to get to Garrett? After much discussion, Tammy and her cohorts came to the conclusion that they needed to purchase a motor home, gut it, and make it into a mobile health care unit. They found a used motorhome for $350,000, and they will spend another $150,000 or so to get it up to speed to be a full-service clinic. It certainly sounds like a worthwhile endeavor. And that was the end of the meeting. And RJ gave us a few words of wisdom and then took us out with a 4-way test.
I actually have two things. I can either do the words that I published, which quite a few comments.
Yeah, that was the best one ever. Ever.
Or you can choose option B that I didn't publish.
Can we have both?
Option B.
Want both?
Both, yeah.
Let's do
Okay,
both.
the one that you've already read is if you have a new and unique idea and people don't hate it, they weren't listening.
Okay.
And the other one is from our friend Bill Murray. And it says, always give 100%, unless you're giving blood. And with that, we all please rise and join me in the formal test of the things we think, say, and do. This is true.